This blind reunion was the most underwhelming reunion I have ever freaking watched. And I watched a lot of reality TV shows, and all I kept thinking was, is Andy Cohen free? Because we need him right now, because I don't know what the hell they are doing. Nick and Vanessa. And I felt so bad. I feel bad to continue the narrative of like, fire them, because they don't even ask the right questions. They're just like in La La Land, and they're just asking questions that don't make damn sense. Like Kwame and freaking what's her face, Micah and Chelsea, and their conversation. They're trying to ask Micah for why she smirked over a year ago. And she's like, I don't know, does it really matter? And they're like, well, like, you smirked. And then who broke up with who first? Because she said that he broke up with her. And then you said that you broke up with him. Is that true? And I'm just like, doesn't fucking matter. Does it matter? Okay, so I got a little too passionate. But we waited too long for that reunion, for it to be that underwhelming, and that it felt unprofessional at times, honestly. So let's just get into the contestants and their updates. Basically, all we know about Kwame and Chelsea is that Barbara's Kwame's real sister. They're actually very happily married. Chelsea met his mom. She welcomed her with open arms, and they live in a sick-ass apartment with amazing views. That's all we learned. Literally, that's all we learned. So any of the segments of them talking is talking about Micah. And so we talk about how Chelsea met up with Micah, and Micah was trying to, I don't know, just say I'm sorry and things like that. And Vanessa kept going on and on and on about the goddamn smirk. And then after that, you know, Chelsea's like, it's water under the bridge. She like, it's fine. And then you have Kwame and hers conversation. Kwame apologizes to Chelsea and her family for, you know, allowing that conversation. And that was it. He took accountability, and then they moved on to Tiffany and Brett. And honestly, Tiffany and Brett were slighted because they barely asked them any questions, and I didn't learn anything about them that we didn't already know on the pods. Because what did I know? Well, Tiffany had a really hard time relocating to Portland. I forgot that Brett isn't from Seattle, so she moved to Portland and she was adjusting to a new city, and that's it. Because after that, Brett had a custom suit, and what else did I learn? I have no idea. Oh, and Tiffany still takes naps. You know, they show like him around the house and showing their living quarters, and Tiffany taking a nap and waking up really cute. That was it. That was all we learned. Really, again, underwhelming, and I wish that we had more. A lot of people were saying that it was probably because they were really drama free, but I was like, yeah, but so was Lauren and Cameron from season 1. We still could have asked a lot more questions and focused a little bit more on them and their marriage. Next is Zach, Bliss, and Irina. So Zach and Bliss are happily married. We don't learn anything else other than that Bliss's dad and Zach are besties. That was it. We get into Irina, and she apologizes for everything that she's done. She was really taken aback by Zach saying that he didn't feel like she was there for genuine reasons, and that she didn't go there to get married. And, you know, him saying that she's like, actually, like, I find that, basically saying she finds it offensive because she was, and that she believes that it was personalities. And, you know, at the end of the day, he was who he was, and if you were who you were and being true to yourself, there really shouldn't have been such a clash in personalities, because if it wasn't about looks, what's different? You know, shut up. So, and then you have Bliss, you know, defending him and just saying, like, you know, I understand you have you say you have mental health issues and you were having panic attacks, like, valid, but you still fucked up. Every single time that Irina has some sort of explanation, you can just see Zach and Bliss cringing in their seat, because obviously she's just trying to pull shit out of her ass. She doesn't want to look bad. And I just thought it was so surprising that I think it was more surprising the way that Zach said it, because he just sounded so respectful the entire time he did the reunion. But he said, you know, the audience only saw 10% of your bad behavior, and if we're being honest here, you only came here to be famous. And like, her face was just like, you know, oh yeah, like, you know, she didn't know what to say. That girl didn't know where to be. She just wanted to leave. She wanted to go. She wanted to poof. She did not want to be there anymore. I was like, yeah, Zach, you got him. He deserved to have that moment, the little mic drop moment, and I'm just glad he got it. With Micah and Paul, we knew that they broke up, but we didn't know that post-show they did try to make it work. She visited him, he visited her in Arizona, and then after that, things fizzled out, but they did try. So I thought that was nice. And they probably would have remained cordial if what he said on camera on Friday's episodes wasn't said. She was kind of blindsided by the fact that he didn't think she'd be a nurturing mother. She was kind of demanding why he didn't tell her, and his defense was, if I tell you, then you might try to be nurturing, and that's not actually in your character. He also was like, I can't request you to be nurturing. And she was just like, I just wish that I knew. I felt like blindsided by that, and that really hurt to hear on camera and to learn with the rest of the world, and not coming from you. Vanessa came down on Paul really hard. I feel like honestly she took it like personally when he said that he couldn't see her as a mother. She was just like, oh, I don't understand what you're saying. I just thought that was really stupid, and I thought that she didn't even grill Micah for her mean girl energy nearly as much as she should have. I don't even think she did. Did she? I don't even know. But the way that she was coming at Paul, it was just really confusing because it just felt like the energy should have been spent elsewhere. Next up is Jackie, Josh, and Marshall. You know, the main event, the reason why we were really waiting for 2 hours to watch this show. So yeah, Jackie and Josh have their segment first. They have their interview via Zoom with Vanessa. Vanessa was, I mean, did she forget her job? Did she forget what happened? Jackie said a lot of shit. Honestly, she should have been separated from Josh and just been talking solely on her actions alone. Because she said a lot of shit. And she said a lot of things that are really damaging to Marshall. And if people put any weight on it, you know, that could affect his real life. Saying that he called somebody a transphobic slur, like, hello, in this day and age, like, shut up. If you don't have the proof, if you don't have receipts, don't say shit like that. And so she basically just tried to say that she broke up with Marshall before she met up with Josh at the coffee shop. Like, who cares? And then she also said that she kept the ring because she thought that Marshall was going to propose to another contestant, and that was like, the fuck? Like, why would you think that? And then what else? Oh, so she talks about the whole derogatory slur thing, and honestly, like, it is so stupid. I can't even. So basically, there were versions of events. They were signing the marriage certificates, and they were looking at the male and female, you know, the check boxes. And I believe from her thing, she was saying things like he's really sweet. Basically, he has like feminine features and whatnot, and basically calling him gay. So he said back that you have a strong jawline. So basically, she said that he's gay, and he said that you look like a man. Like, that's not even like, and then she was pissed off about that, and you know, it's like, you can't call somebody gay or try to say something about someone's sexuality and then not take a joke back when they give it back to you. You know what? At the end of the day, Jackie called him a lot of things, and it's the proof is also in those leaked text messages. She did believe that he was gay. So she really can't be that mad when he comes back and says, you look like a man then. I don't fucking know. Yeah, but you know what? That was the end of that. There's really nothing much else that they talk about on the reunion. There's no bloopers. There's Vanessa friggin' talking about babies. She asked every single contestant, and she just kept talking about babies. I understand it's a love show, but you never know what anyone's journey is, if they're experiencing infertility, if they don't want kids. And that's a wrap on Love is Blind season 4. Hopefully for season 5, they just film it.